The next activity in the exercise is complete the sentences. So children, so look at the screen. So there are 5 sentences given in this activity, and we have to write the suitable word for each sentences. So they have already given some words below the sentences. So look at that words given below the sentences. So the first word given is spines, and the second word is marshy, and the third word is terrestrial, and fourth word is hilly region, and the fourth one is floating. So these are the answers for the above sentences, but we have to choose the suitable word for the given sentences for getting answer. So children, read the first sentence. The leaves of desert plants are reduced to dash. The leaves of desert plants are reduced to dash. Children, already we have discussed in the previous activity that desert plants does not have leaves. The leaves are reduced to spines because spines prevents the desert plants from loss of water. So the answer for the first sentence is spines. So write the word spines in the blank. So spines is the answer for the first sentence. So children, read the second sentence. Water hyacinth is a dash plant. So children, what is the second sentence? Water hyacinth is a dash plant. So already we have discussed in the previous activity. So water hyacinth is an aquatic plant, and especially there are 3 types of aquatic plants, that is floating plant and fixed plants and submerged plants. So among these 3 types, water hyacinth belongs to floating plant type category. So the answer for the second sentence is floating. So water hyacinth is a floating plant. So children, read the third sentence. Plants that grow on land are called dash plants. So read again. Plants that grow on land are called dash plants. So children, we have already discussed different types of plants. So some plants will grow on the land, and some plants will grow near the water bodies, and some plants will grow near the hills. So the plants that grow on the land are called terrestrial plants. So the answer for the third sentence is terrestrial. So terrestrial plants means the plants which grow on the land are called terrestrial plants, and the plants which live in the water are called aquatic plants. So children, read the fourth sentence. The mangroves grow in the dash area. So once again read the sentence. The mangroves grow in the dash area. Children, mangroves grow especially in marshy areas because they have a lot of water and sticky soil. So mangroves generally grow in marshy areas. The answer is marshy. So write the word marshy in the blank. So the mangroves grow in the marshy areas, especially mangroves will grow in the regions where a river will join with the sea. So at those places where the river joins the seas, the mangroves will grow in those regions. We have already discussed in our India, the largest mangrove forest is, what is that? So can you remember the name of the largest mangrove forest in our world? That is Sundarban forest, Sundarban mangrove forest, which is located in West Bengal. So Sundarban mangrove forest. So children, read the fifth sentence. Dash trees have needle-like leaves. Dash trees have needle-like leaves. So the plants which grow in the hill region have needle-like leaves. So the answer is hilly region. So the hilly region trees have needle-like leaves because generally in hill regions there is a frequent rainfall and snowfall. So that's why these needle-like leaves does not leave the snow to settle on their surfaces, and the snow will fall down because of this needle-like shape of their leaves. So this needle-like leaves does not allow the snow to settle on their surfaces. So if the snow settle on their surfaces, the snow will close the stomata and it will prevents the photosynthesis process. That's why the shape of the hilly region trees have needle-like leaves. So children, these are the answers for the given sentences. Children, note down these sentences in your notebook. So children, go to the next activity in the exercise part. So the next activity is name these. So we have to identify the names of some plants. So they have given some sentences. So by reading that sentences, we have to identify the name of that plants. So some name of the plants are given below the sentences. We have to choose the suitable word for each sentences for getting answer. So the given answers are, so they have already given some words given below the sentences. So read that words once again. So the first word is lotus, second one is water hyacinth, and the third one is cactus, fourth one is pitcher plant, and the fifth one is pine, and the sixth one is hydrilla. So these are the answers they have already given, but we have to choose the suitable answer for each sentence. So let us read the first sentence. A fixed aquatic plant. So among these plants, we have to identify which one is the fixed aquatic plant. So we have some examples for fixed aquatic plant, that is lotus, water lily. So these are the examples for the fixed aquatic plant. So lotus is here. So write the lotus for the first sentence. So lotus is a fixed aquatic plant. So children, read the second sentence. A floating aquatic plant. So among these given words, we have to identify which one is a floating aquatic plant. So already we have discussed examples for the floating aquatic plant. So the common examples for the floating aquatic plants are lemina, Jessiaea, water hyacinth. So these are the common examples for floating plants. So among these given words, the water hyacinth is here. So write the word water hyacinth for the second sentence. So the answer for the second sentence is water hyacinth, which is a floating aquatic plant. So children, read the third sentence. A submerged aquatic plant. So the third type of aquatic plant is a submerged aquatic plant. So that means these plants grows completely inside the water. That means the whole plant body, that means both stems, leaves and roots, the total plant whole body will grow inside the water. So that type of plants are called submerged plants. And examples for submerged plants are hydrilla and vallisneria, etc. So here hydrilla is given. So write the word hydrilla in the third sentence. So the answer for the third sentence is hydrilla. So it is a submerged aquatic plant. So we have already discussed about hydrilla. So hydrilla cleans and purifies the water. So by removing carbon dioxide present in it. So this is some special feature about the hydrilla plant. So children, read the fourth sentence. A desert plant. So among cactus, pitcher plant, pine. So which one is a desert plant? So children, can you identify? So which one is a desert plant? Cactus or pitcher plant or pine? Yes, cactus is a desert plant. So cactus is a desert plant which does not have leaves, and it has a thick stem which is present in green color. It prepares its food. Next, children, read the fifth sentence. An insectivorous plant. So already we have discussed in the previous activity. So the insectivorous plants means insect eaters. These plants especially eat insects. They cannot prepare their food with photosynthesis process. So the insectivorous plants is which one? Pitcher plant or pine tree? Yes, pitcher plant. So pitcher plant is an insectivorous plant because the pitcher plant has a jar-like structure which contains a sweet syrup or a sweet fluid, and insects will come near to that pitcher and it will fall down in the pitcher, and the pitcher will be closed by a lid-like leaf, and the tree eat that insect and digest it. So this is about pitcher plant, which we are already discussed in the lesson. So the answer for the fifth sentence is pitcher plant. So children, read the sixth sentence. A plant growing in hilly area. So the plants which grow in hilly areas are generally in conical shape. That's why these plants are also called coniferous trees. So the examples for these plants are pine tree and spruce tree, fir tree, so cedar tree. So these are the examples for the plants which grow in hill areas, and here the pine tree is given. So write the word pine for the sixth sentence. So the answer for the sixth sentence is pine tree. So the plants which grow in hill areas are generally in conical shape. So pine tree is also in conical shape. We can observe this pine trees generally hill areas like Mussoorie, Kodaikanal, Darjeeling, Nainital. If you go to these tourist places, you can observe there these pine trees. So children, these are the answers for the given six sentences. So note down these 6 sentences in your notebook.